as you can see, I've done a little bit of work off camera on the kind of harbour slash docks here. So I've changed this to a kind of wood plank for here, and put these kind of decorative kind of edges on the side of the stone bit here, the upper level as it were. We can do a bit more work on that today, but first off actually we're going to go and take a look at the horses, just to see how they are doing. There's a block here I can take as well. Q. There we go. So I hope you guys are all doing very well. I'm doing good. You may have noticed that there was only one Minecraft game this week. That's because I'm just waiting on the new version of Minecraft 1.11. No, we don't need to go in there. 1.11 to come out, and then I will start a new season of my solo kind of Minecraft series. So, if you remember, we did breed quite a few horses, and some donkeys, and some mules, and things like that as well. I think this is the mule here. And yeah, they seem to like the shade area around here, don't they, a little bit? Which is nice, I guess. So it looks like all of them have grown up, which is cool. And maybe at some point we'll have to come back and just test them out, see how quick some of them are and stuff like that as well. I'm also thinking that I should probably try and find that cavern that I landed in, because I think my horse is still down in there. I mean, he's not going anywhere, so I'm happy, content to kind of just keep building at the minute, but it's probably something I should think about in the future, a little rescue mission as it were, which could be pretty cool. So today, what are we going to do? Well, I need to kind of dig out this section here, which is going to be really annoying because it's going to mean having to move all of those. Oh god, I didn't realise that was actually so low there, but that's actually fine. Not a problem. We may have to get a bucket to kind of smooth this all out a little bit. Excuse me while I take a drink 1 second. Okay. It's always the way every time I start recording. I've always got a cough for some reason. I have no idea why. But it's nice to actually be able to be recording right now, because I've had a real nightmare the last couple of days where I just had people drilling like all day. I was like in the middle of recording a Skyrim episode, and all of a sudden this just like really high pitched drilling sound just started. It was just really frustrating because I'd already done about 20 minutes. I had to kind of scrap the whole thing, and it didn't stop for a good few hours. Today it's been just on and off, so it hasn't been on for a little bit, and it's like 7 o'clock in the evening, so you'd think people would stop drilling now, but you never know. You just never know. Okay, we need to sleep as well. That's something. I do have some building work going on. I don't think it's actually just one of my neighbours or something doing it. For those of you who haven't been around too long on my channel, I've had building go on in my apartment block for the last 3 months now. Well, actually started in August, so beginning of August, so yeah, that's 3 months basically. It's just the beginning of November now, so it's been so annoying when you're trying to record on YouTube. Right, okay, so I need to kind of do something here. So this area here, what I'm thinking is this is kind of like, my ideal plan is there's going to be a boat here, which I'm going to have to build. I don't mean one of the little Minecraft boats, I mean like a proper big boat, but that's something which will come at the end. And then this kind of section here will be kind of like where they'll have like market stalls and the general kind of docks and stuff like that. So we are going to need more wood because I pretty much used it all up on the flooring around here. So let's just drop some of this stuff in here. Probably actually should have dropped that in there. Let's go get some wood. Oh, okay, we've got an axe as well. Oh, we've got 2 axes actually, that's fine. Probably won't need a huge amount. I've done the majority of the work off camera, I think, there, but we can go get this. So as I was saying, I hope you guys are all doing very well. Apart from the drilling, I'm doing great. Did my 3rd stream on Twitch last night. Played a little bit of Battlefield and then some Hearthstone, and I'm actually toying with the idea of doing like a whole playthrough of a game on Twitch, because kind of the way I kind of have been looking at it is, you know, kind of like doing different bits and bobs, you know, maybe an hour playing one game, an hour playing another, but it might be pretty cool to actually do a full playthrough of something. I'm undecided what yet, but that might be pretty cool, because also, you know, people on YouTube don't have to miss out because, or you know, if you don't watch streams, because I post all the VODs on YouTube, so that's cool. The only slight issue is that they are not as good quality as my normal videos, but if you're okay with like that, you know, and they are usually 720p, although it's one of those things where it's like, it's not like a proper 720p, you know, because things streaming and stuff like that are never quite as good as it should be. But yeah, so I was thinking of doing like a full playthrough, as well as a few other games I want to play on stream as well, which I don't really have the space for on my channel, because that's the thing, like people kind of say, oh wow, you know, you do a lot of videos, and yeah, I do, but that's because there's a lot of games which I play and which I want to play. So, you know, if I'm honest, 90% of my time spent in video games is recorded. There's a small percentage where it isn't. Although on different days that can vary. So, you know, generally what I put up during the week is the majority of time I actually spend playing games, because I just enjoy recording at the same time as playing. And I enjoy putting the videos up and stuff like that. Right, how many have we got? 41. Let's maybe try and get a stack. We're going to need fences and stuff like that, which is all fine. Maybe I want some birch as well. We do have a bit of birch back, but we can pick up some more. So yeah, just been enjoying doing some streaming, and kind of looking forward to the winter months, as it were, and also kind of looking forward to getting some sort of stability in a way on the channel, because I kind of feel like I've had loads of new games come out which I wanted to play, so I've been kind of you know, not frantically, but you know, doing a lot of recording of those series. And I think when I first, not so much when I first started, but maybe after a few months, I got into this real rhythm of just playing very similar games, which in a way is good, because you see the progression, you know, quite a lot in those games. And they were games with longer playthroughs, and then I think I kind of, not intentionally, but kind of in a way, I just switched to doing shorter playthroughs of games, and I still do some, so, you know, I just did Virginia and stuff like that, but I'm also looking forward to having playthroughs of games like Skyrim, which are going to be long, you know, Civ, idea how long that's going to be, but probably once I've done one, I may well start a second one on that. Although I may do a different series. I was thinking of doing an XCOM 2 series after that, because that's quite good fun. It's kind of strategy as well. And then maybe once I've done the XCOM 2 series, I'd go back to doing to do another Civ series. Because I mean, the thing is, like, Civ 5, Civ 5 was out for a long time. Really, I think it was like 2013, so it was like 3 years. They took to make Civ 6. Obviously, there was DLC which came along and spiced up a bit, but it's that sort of thing where it's like, well, I can't just really do one playthrough of Civ because it's going to be there for a long time, isn't it? So I feel like I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 maybe in its lifetime, but we'll see. You never really know. I mean, you don't really know what DLC it's going to get and stuff like that. I mean, people in the past have said that, like, Civ 5 is really a kind of an incomplete game. It's only when you get the DLC does it actually kind of live up to how it should do, but I kind of feel in a way that there's a little bit of banging going on in the background now actually, so I may have to stop the recording in a sec and then come back, which is quite annoying. I don't know how people are still working out there because it's pitch black outside, but they're really going for it. So what was I saying? Yeah, so they were saying like the complete. I was thinking of using birch fence here. Yeah, that's actually okay. Maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another one of these, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At some point we want an even gap, so I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and I'll only like do up to here. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that should actually be, because I can't be bothered to move all of my resources around. God, I really shouldn't have jumped in the water there just to get back that one thing, should I? Like, I'll sort all this out after I've finished. Because I can't be bothered to move all my resources now. It was a pretty dumb place to put it all, but I don't know why I did it there, but I did. Yeah, that looks quite nice actually. Let's put like these here, I guess. And then we can kind of do this. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying about Civ 6, so saying like you don't really get the definitive vision of Civ with just playing Civ 5. You need the DLC, but I think Civ 6 has kind of addressed that, and I'm intrigued to see what they do with the DLC. Whether they change it quite as much as they did with Civ 5, or whether or not it kind of stays the same. So we've got this big kind of area here with which to fill up. So I'm thinking the ship's going to be here, and it's going to kind of be along here. So this will be like the docks, as it were, and then obviously you'll have like the, I don't know, the walkway onto the ship here. That's where it would have been docked. We'll then have like the offices for the harbour and stuff like that, some buildings around here, and we'll have the more kind of trading area down here as well, and it's going to be night time soon, so you want that, I wanted that. Kills. I'm going to go through a lot of wood, aren't I? I've just realised that. Okay. Also, quite a funny thing happened as well when I was making this wood floor. I obviously had to dig up the thing underneath. Okay, there's drilling now, so I'm going to stop the recording, and when you join me again. Hopefully it would have stopped. Hey there guys, so welcome back. I've done a little bit work off camera because of the builders, but just thought I'd try and take this quiet moment to come and just show you around what I've done. So as you can see, it's looking a little bit more full of life. It's nowhere near done, but it's a little bit better. So we've got the kind of magma blocks here, which are kind of like lanterns. I like the kind of subtle lighting they give. You can see some glowstone over there. That's obviously a heck of a lot brighter as well, but I kind of like the magma blocks. They just give a slightly more subtle glow to things. And then we'll have a look at some of the other kind of decorative things that we've got going on over here. Where are we? Okay, so this is kind of like the cargo area. You know, the ship would probably be unloading and loading with stuff. We've got gold, redstone blocks, glowstone, as well as various chests, iron and things like that, which it might be taking to trade. This is the problem with doing things at night, is it's not brilliantly lit up, so I've got to avoid these dudes. Where's my sword? There it is. I may have to. Oh, gold creeper. Okay, we're going to go and sleep, and then we'll walk around at daytime. But I kind of wanted to show you what it would be like at night because I think it looks really nice. Obviously, it's not quite bright enough to. Like, the problem with the desert is they spawn everywhere. Okay, let's get up here because I know I've got a bed in the house here, and we should be able to sleep there fairly safely, I think. Oh god, I don't have a bed here anymore. Grapes, okay. Right. It's alright, we'll go to the farm. Wow, this escalated quickly, didn't it? Okay, so we got to. I'll just eat some carrots so I can run over. But I think with this shader pack, things just look so good at night. Just the glowing, even the glowing eyes of the Enderman and the spiders there looks great. How big? It's a shame creepers don't slightly glow because you'd be able to avoid them a bit easier. So here's the farm coming up. I did a fair amount of like lumberjacking as well while I was off camera. So probably spent a good sort of 45 minutes or so in total since you last kind of saw me. Farm in all its glory here. Let's jump into bed and sleep, and then we'll run back to the farm. What I seem to do is like sleep in Minecraft. It's crazy. I don't think we've actually been here for a little while, so quite nice to do so. Okay. And yeah, while I was off camera as well, because I'm recording this on the Tuesday just before it goes out. Sometimes I do. I'm really sorry about that. That's my it's my Twitter going off, and because actually that was what I was going to say, because I uploaded a video you may have seen, which was the Eagle Flight VR thing, and the tweet just saying, you know, that I've got on there. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know the type of thing. It was actually liked by somebody who made the game from Ubisoft, so that was really nice. They did a great job on it. Actually, it's probably my favourite VR game yet. If you haven't played it and you have an Oculus Rift, I fully recommend it. It's not nauseous. You would think it would be, but it isn't. Well, for me anyway. That's obviously subjective. I thought I might struggle with it because of a fear of heights, but it was actually okay. So I think they did a good job, and it looks really beautiful too. Actually. Anyway, so I'll just go So this is the market. As I said, these are supposed to be like little trading stalls, which I think I did my best to kind of recreate, and I'm actually really pleased with how they turned out. I'll probably get some like item frames and then put the item frames maybe on them, and then I can have some stuff, they can sell different things, like maybe one of them's a butcher, one of them will be a flower seller or something like that. And then this would be the kind of registration area here. These are actually furnaces, kind of as you walk up, and the idea being that the ship would kind of dock, and then you'd come here, maybe like register, and then you'd go off to the kind of the town hall or the the harbour buildings. And then also you've got all these guys down here who would be trading with the people who kind of come in and want to refuel, restock, and do that sort of type of thing. So yeah, I'm happy with it so far. There's still a lot of like attention to detail stuff to be done around here. What I kind of intend to do is complete this lower section, then move to the upper section, and it may be that I kind of revisit little bits of them as and when, because the way I'm kind of thinking of it is they might influence each other, whether that's with designs or patterns or things like that, or just the style that they are. So I may revisit it, but we'll see. And yeah, these are the little magma cubes, so they've just got like trapdoors around them, which help to I don't know, give them a bit of ambience. Interestingly, if you put a trapdoor on top and then you stand on it, you still get hurt. So that's just a tip. I didn't know that, but I guess it kind of makes sense in a way. And obviously these are trapdoors here, which are kind of supposed to signify the wheels on the carts, as if this would be like a little mobile market, which could potentially, move away at night or something like that, or if it changes and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I've done so far, and I'll continue to do bits off camera. I think that's like zombies drowning down there. I'll continue to do bits off camera, and I was thinking about it, and so the way I've got the kind of horse up there, and I've got the wheat over on the farm, they're my kind of like monuments in the areas, and I think the monument in this area is going to be the ship itself. I think it's going to look good. I've always wanted to build a ship in Minecraft, just never really had a reason to, but I'm like kind of fascinated by that kind of naval era. I really like those, so I'll look forward to actually constructing it, and I don't think it will be huge. It won't be like some 42 gun frigate or something. It'll be modest, but I think it'll look pretty cool, and it'll certainly be a kind of landmark to the area. But as I say, first of all, we've got a fair amount of work to do down here and up here to kind of create this kind of like little harbour town. And the way I'm kind of thinking is everything will kind of be connected. So we started off with the horses around here, we'll build the harbour town and the ship, and then we'll build something else over here. What that will be, we'll have to kind of wait and see, but it'll all be kind of connected, and hopefully by the end of it, it will look pretty spectacular. I hope, anyway. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for the episode, though. Apologies if there has been any kind of banging or stuff like that in this episode, because, as I say, I've tried to avoid when the builders kind of are drilling and stuff like that, just banging normally. It's quite annoying because it's nearly 7 o'clock at night and they're doing it right now, so I'm going to end this episode, but thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you later.